Hi guys, Michelle here from the Goddess Circle. I'm coming on today to talk to you guys about soul contracts and unfinished business and cutting cords. So when we come into this incarnation, we sign up for certain soul contracts or soul lessons that we're meant to learn while we're here. It's part of our incarnation, part of our evolution. And sometimes those contracts get a little too toxic or messy, and we have to end a relationship, either by choice or our soul, our higher self, makes it happen. When this happens, we, throughout that relationship, have taken parts of that other person's soul or essence, and we've given them part of our essence. So if there's been an end to a relationship and you're trying to move on and you're finding that you can't, then sometimes it's necessary to do what's called an energetic cord cutting ceremony. So again, you can use smudge to clear your auric field, which is the field surrounding your body. You have a spiritual field, you have an energetic field, you have a physical field around your body. And this extends out usually about 6 feet outside of your body itself. And there's different layers to this field. So when we get entangled with another, their field is in our field is in their field. And as body workers or energy workers, we're aware of this. And this is part of being a body worker, is to know that at the beginning, we channel in the divine, we work with the person, we merge with their field, we separate from the person, and then we separate our field from theirs when we're done that work. It's not in integrity for us to remain in their energetic field after that session. So as a healer, this is something that happens often when we're doing this type of work. When we're in a relationship with someone, the entanglement is much deeper, of course, and there's strings attached. Say we have something that we're working on in regards to our first chakra, which is the root chakra, which has to do with safety in the world. So when we're born, this is the first chakra that gets activated. And, that first few years of life, if we had a very unstable childhood or beginning in life, then we may not feel safe as we come into adulthood. And then we might sign up for relationships or contracts, either consciously or subconsciously, in which we have to strengthen our safety in the world. And when we learn the lesson, then we're able to evolve. And maybe we can keep that person in our life because both people have evolved throughout that lesson, and that person would have lessons that they would be learning from us as well. So every relationship is meant to help us evolve to a higher level of ourselves. And if we're doing the spiritual work, then that can happen. If we're not, then we become stagnant and we just repeat patterns over and over again. And what happens is we'll end a relationship with someone and didn't learn the lesson that our soul came here to learn, and then we'll end up right straight back into the same dynamic all over again. So it's necessary whenever we come out of a relationship to take an evaluation of, okay, did I do everything that I could do to learn what I needed to learn from that so that I don't repeat the pattern? Part of this, of course, is getting past any kind of traumas or PTSD that might have happened in our lives, which might interfere with us learning those lessons. So everything, it's very complicated. obviously, and there's many different levels to healing. But one thing I think that's important to do whenever you are trying to move on, if you find that you've ended a relationship or it's been a while and you're still thinking about that person, or you're dwelling still and you haven't quite moved on, or you've moved on but now you still think about that person, then you haven't really cut the cords. So energetic cord cutting is necessary for us to continue on with a healthy life and to form new relationships that don't keep us stuck. So it is necessary to cut cords with people and to send back the parts of ourselves that we've given away, and to send back the parts that we've taken from them that are no longer ours. And these can be healthy things or toxic things. So here is a full moon release that you can say, and I can post a picture of it below this YouTube so you can have access to it. I now close the unfinished stories, the unresolved situations, the poorly digested experiences of the past. I put a final point. That's enough. A very necessary limit to what no longer makes sense in my life. I agree to complete this stage of my life, freeing myself from everything that tied me to what was old and obsolete. May my old experiences not bring me the weight of pain, but rather the wisdom that guides my steps. May I never stay in what stops me, suffocates me, or limits me. May I know how to let go of everything unproductive. May I open to the new. I allow myself to flow with life, with changes and transformations. I put an end to all the pain I had not overcome, all the emotional disappointments I had, all the scarcity I experienced, all the physical and emotional ailments, all the wounds that tied me to the past. In the name of the sacred presence I am, I determine that all knots, all disagreements, all nonconformities be undone now. Now I put an end to all of the old, unpleasant, and challenging cycles. I am aware that I fulfilled my mission with those cycles, and that they also fulfilled their function with me. I move forward with learning, with maturity, ready for the new cycle that begins. Namaste. I hope that this guidance has given you support and comfort and nurturing in your journey. Have a great day.